Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the 7-star Tera Flying Blaziken Raid is live in Pokémon Scarlet and Violet, and I'm actually doing a second raid build for this raid boss. I don't typically make multiple builds for the same boss, but after seeing a comment from one of my viewers about how they ran Archaludon, I decided, hey, I need to try this Pokemon in this raid as a solo because it seems like it would be just too good with the ability stamina. So with that being said, I'm going to jump in and solo this raid with Archaludon. Typically, when I do these type of videos, I like to showcase the entire raid. That way you can see how I went about successfully completing the battle. So like I stated at the beginning of the video, this is actually my second guide for a different pick. My first guide was Electros, which I still think is a great solo pick, but because Archaludon has stamina and majority of the moves Blaziken uses in this fight are physical, I thought it would actually be an amazing pick for this fight. So of course we get a little lucky here with having Archaludon as our partner, and it does get the burn turn 1. But what we're going to end up doing here is go for Reflect, and we're going to go for 3 metal sounds. At this point, we should be pretty much tanking all these moves, and our ability stamina will increase our defense each time we get hit by a physical move, which is just insane for this fight. So this will help us negate all the sword stance and bulk up, because I am still building the Archaludon to hit from the special side, and I do think that this could be a pretty good build for group play as well, because I am running Reflect, and also I do have Breaking Swipe as well to help lower the Blaziken's attack if that's something that seems important to do in the fight. But yeah, we're going to just start off. We missed our first metal sound, that's fine. We're just going to stick in and see how this plays out. But yeah, I don't typically make multiple videos for the same raid boss, like I said at the beginning of the video. I also try to keep my videos a little more unique or spicy. So okay, they remove our stats here, that's fine. So I'm actually going to go for a Breaking Swipe real quick, just to lower its attack a little bit. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, I try to make accessible builds. I never make guides with Miraidon or any of the legendaries, just because not everyone has access to the opposite legendary of their game, and I usually like keeping the accessibility up for these builds. And also, I like to keep more unique builds whenever I make them for my channel. But yeah, Archaludon, let's see how we can make this work. So I'm just gonna start going for Thunderbolt. Actually, I probably should have went for more Breaking Swipes to build up my Tera. Actually, yeah, that seems like a better plan. So I'm gonna use Thunderbolt here, but we're actually gonna go for Breaking Swipes, just so we can neutralize Blaziken's attack a bit more, and that way we can get to our Tera through the same method. Oh my gosh, the overheat. Does it actually hit me? Oh no, it actually hit me. But that's fine. I mean, that's something that's gonna happen in this fight, so we'll just roll the punches here. So, maybe even better, because I was gonna have to go for some sort of healing move, like a heal cheer, which is all I could really do with this set. So we'll take the knockout here, and we'll try to see what we can do upon coming back in. So we didn't connect all of our metal sounds, unfortunately. It's only at -4 special defense currently. But like I said, stamina should beef us up a lot, and if I'm not mistaken, this Blaziken only uses overheat once in this entire fight. So not the worst case scenario. And yeah, as you saw, we can now Tera, that we got 3 attacks in. So we are Tera Electric, and even though this Blaziken does get access to Earthquake, because we do have stamina, we should be able to eat these Earthquakes a little better. So let's see how much damage we do with Tera Electric Thunderbolt. I'm hoping it does a little decent chunk, that way we can heal back our health, and then from here it's just a matter of kind of just playing out the fight, because we're getting another stamina boost, so the moves are going to become, we don't even really have to use Reflect again at this point. That's a pretty decent chunk for being at -4. But yeah, like, a lot of things happen in this video so far that aren't ideal. Okay, so it removes negative effects from itself. That's quite okay, because we have gotten that stamina boost at this point. But we're just gonna have to break through the shield, and I think what we'll end up trying to do is Metal Sound again to finish up the fight, but we might not necessarily even need to do that. I think it might be an okay idea to do that, but again, this is my first time attempting this, so I'm hoping that even just by winging it, that this is a pretty solid pick, and maybe you can work with it as well. Yeah, let me just go for another Thunderbolt. Here comes the Earthquake. Let's see how much damage it does. Yeah, it does nothing with all of our defense boost, and it's just going up. So yeah, we need to break through the shield, and I'm thinking maybe Metal Sound might be a good call. So yeah, I'm thinking we need to do 3 more Thunderbolts here. Or maybe 2 with the damage going on here. Let's find out. Yeah, pretty much this is almost like an unkillable build. Aside, you know, earlier I got hit by Overheat, but that's a little unlucky. I mean, it's a little random, and we were definitely low on the health. So that's fine. I mean, that's bound to happen occasionally if you're trying to solo this or if you're in a group. But like I said, I'm thinking this is still looking really good. I mean, the timer's down, but we had a death already. Definitely not the most ideal matchup, even though we have a great partner of Arcanine. So let's see. Again, it's not ideal, but it's also not that bad, realistically. Okay. So does the shield get broken through here, or does one more? Okay, there we go. So what we want to do here is go for Metal Sound, and then I'll try to use one Thunderbolt and see how much that does. Because Archaludon, unfortunately, has no way to increase its special attack, and I thought hitting from the special side would be a lot better in this fight. I mean, you could build a physical version, I think. The problem is the bulk up. Like the increase in defense with bulk up would be a little problematic, I think, for your build. Potentially. Maybe not necessarily, but potentially. But yeah, we're getting really close on the timer here. Let's see how much a Thunderbolt does at this point. It's a decent chunk. I'm thinking that maybe we need to commit one more Metal Sound here. It's looking really close, but like I said, things could have gone a little bit smoother in this fight so far. We could have, you know, connected all 3 Metal Sounds at the beginning of the fight. We could have also not died from getting hit by the Overheat. And it's looking really close here. I mean, I think the only way we could potentially win this is if by chance we can get in 2 Thunderbolts here before the end of the fight. That's really all I can think. So it really comes down to how the game wants to play this out. Will it let me get off 2 Thunderbolts? Sometimes it lets us get in 1 more attack before the end of the raid, but let's find out. Or maybe this will be enough. Oh, it's not enough. So I'm thinking we might have to try this again. Oh wait, no, it's letting us go. Alright, so again, this is the worst case scenario. I feel like, aside the fact that we had some luck too with getting burned at the beginning of the fight. I don't know if the burn necessarily even matters. But yeah, cutting it a little close, but like I said, I still feel like this was kind of like a mindless like solo. I don't think I really had to think too much about it. I kind of just winged this entire fight. And I think that if I did this a couple more times, I could probably get a little luckier with the RNG. I think the main thing that got us so close to the timer ending was pretty much just getting hit by the Overheat, which is a 1 in 4 chance on top of the other factors of which I said, you know, not connecting a Metal Sound, which is another turn wasted. We're not doing as much damage until they remove the negative effects from itself, so it made it a little more of a grind how many times we had to hit it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, if you thought this was a cool build, definitely consider liking, commenting, subscribing. It really does help my content a lot out here on YouTube. And with that being said, the Sass Squad's getting stronger each and every day. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, we're tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.